Hi friends, welcome back. Let's take a look at ChainLink. Remember, it is ChainLink, not Litecoin. I always mess that up. If you subscribe here, you know it. So anyway, welcome back. Let's take a look at Link versus ChainLink versus the US dollar and ChainLink versus the Bitcoin dollar. It's not the Bitcoin dollar, it's just I wanted to have the same amount of words in that sentence. So let's take a look here and see how things have been operating. This is the 4-hour time frame that we're looking at just now. Doesn't it look quite rosy? You've got a high here, a high here, a high here, a higher low here, potentially, this one here is always going to be this question mark style one, as we know, but like we've got that. So let's just take a look and see if we've got divergences on the go. Here, no divergences across any of those oscillators right up to this high. Then looking at this high here to this high here, we have divergence 1, 2, 3, 4. That's fairly convincing to me. Pardon me. Now, I tend not to make predictions on the prices. You know that, and so although that would be quite easy for me to just lapse into make it sort of just saying something that's predictive-y type thing here, you can imagine that yourself. I'm not going to. Instead, I'm going to look at where we've come from, and like we've come up here to the 236 Fibonacci retracement point here, and gone and tested up above it, and found it's actually operated as resistance here at this 50,000 level, 49,000. You know, where we had in mind as well as being a profit-taking target should the prices come up towards this direction. And what's happened subsequently is we've gone back low where the 618 is. Now, of course, in terms of having come up here as well, in the upside, we came up to 618, kind of filled it, this golden pocket area really, and then came back down below. We're below the 618 right now. So unless we actually see the prices move back up above 47777777777, then we are going to end up potentially seeing the prices want to try out test down here at the 50% retrace area from this one. Of course, that would be making this Fibonacci again real, and we don't want to see that. But in terms of the positive overall case, if that were to happen in the 21 EMA, for instance, come on up here, as we know so often in the past, like we love the 21 EMA, we can't get enough of it, we miss it every time we go away from it, we just want to run back and give it a big old snog. So could that happen in around this 50% area? Sure it could. And so will I be looking and sort of trying to remain fairly neutral actually here in this area until, for instance, we go up into the 50,000s area, and then I'm going to get my spacesuit back out again, or if we go down below the 45,000 area, well, that's even a bit. I mean, I'll check the seals on my diving equipment at that point, but I'm not going to put it on. I'll be making sure I've got enough oxygen in the tank at 44,252, and then I'll be sort of checking that there's no debris in my snorkel here at. I want to say what this blooming line is here. Yes, this 236 on the all-time highs and lows Fibonacci retracement area at that 43,357 level there. After taking a look, did we already just do this? I'm confused. Do we have divergence between these? Yeah, sorry, we just did that. Cool. So we know that we've got that. So that, yeah, so great. Let's go up to 24-hour time frame. Everything's looking so rosy over here. Rosy and Jim. So if you look here and see that we've come up as high as the 4777777 area, where does that put us in terms of our previous resistance points and whatnot? Well, you can see here that was actually operated in the past as resistance on a few occasions. So of course we know then the narrative, just to add the narrative, that we've cut this horizontal resistance area in here anyway, and you can ignore everything else there on the chart just to sort of think, well, looking to the left here, we can see that. So I want to see the prices operating up there towards that 50,000 like we've spoken about, or else, maybe it's time for a correction here. And in terms of like areas where you could easily come back down to, I mean, this is a nice cross here that got the 21 over the 55. That's always good to see in the sort of shorter term. That's what we want to see happen. But could we come back down here and test, for instance, the 50 simple moving average? Yeah, we could at 41,000, but and still remain bullish. I'm not saying that's a target necessarily. I'm just saying what could happen and still remain bullish. This type of slope down the way here on the DMI is all good good at the minute that we're above the ADX overall. We could have this come down and sort of give it a test. We want to see this remain in this sort of formation with the blue up here above the white here in general and moving towards the upside, and this actually continuing, because we've only had it sort of trending towards the upside really for a shortest period of time. But should we get some sort of natural highs and lows corrections in here, higher lows, higher highs, all that jazz, wouldn't be surprised. Looking a look over at the dollar prices, I have to say more or less the story remains the same in terms of like looking towards this last area and saying, this is a little bit divergent. Well, we don't actually have a high here on this area, but just in terms of that sort of like that feeling here across every single one of these, it's just like, do we have a little bits of turning around kind of happening just now, and could that be sustainable in the longer term? Yeah, it could be. I mean, we're over here and we're in this overbought territory. But what we want to see happen is like this type of thing here, as we saw during January, where we come up and down and we kind of, the bears are unable to actually push us back down into this shaded area, rather than, you can't just like sit up here and just kind of go sideways or whatever. That's not really how that will ever pan out. So it's not too bad to have this little lick here, but we want to see it obviously not turn into a shitstorm. The price is I would look out for then, of course, being $3, really, in terms of that there. We could go down past that, down to the other targets that we've had in mind, and we stick these lines back on. You can see here at 270, there's one, and we see another line that we've got in here at 292, so we know that's the case. Okay, let's just take a look down here, and you can still remain bullish. Take a look down here at this and see the 382s there at 292, like we spoke about. The 236, of course, you could still sort of technically remain bullish over here, and you wouldn't be putting in a low, of course, as well, all the way down far as 250. So just to bear in mind that, and that's a dreadful distance in terms of percentages away. You're talking about 20 to 25% move. So wouldn't be wanting to sort of remain the sort of blindfolded bull in the face of something less and just constantly saying, oh yeah, it's still a lot, even if it goes down there, it's still its higher lows. Bear that in mind. You've got the 21 over here. Oh, what video is this? This is ChainLink, isn't it? Yeah, alright, okay, screw talking about this any longer for just a second. I wanted to say something, sorry about the mad interruption here. I wanted to say something on this video to say thank you back to people who've been commenting, because I really, really, really appreciate it. So if I just go into all my jazz here, giving away all the secrets, look at the behind the scenes secrets over here, go to videos, go to ChainLink, hit this effort here. This is how I'm not an expert at any of this jazz, really am, so it takes me quite a while to get through the whole system. Go to the comments part, then say this: yes, I've been viewing your analysis for almost 2 months now and cannot miss an upload. Thank you for helping us all change the world, Rocky Outcrop. Isn't that totally amazing? So I wanted to stick this in at this video, give it a like, a heart, hit reply, say you're the best, and I mean that not just to Zooming Chicken here, but to everybody. Thank you so much for all tuning in. All of you are the best. I really appreciate it. So yeah, let's just say that'll just have to do it for this episode. Thank you so much for tuning in. We've got our downward targets identified. If things start to go on towards the upside, the next target here for taking profits at 360. That's where you got the 618 retracement in. You're going to find out there's obviously resistance in here in the past as well. So kind of you do become greedy looking beyond that. But if you did want to look beyond it, we've got these two areas here at $4.12 and at $4, $4.12 and $4.34 towards the upside. But let's not get too carried away. That is definitely constitutes getting carried away. So yeah, thanks so much for tuning in. I'll catch you in the next episode.